Alrighty. It's come to my attention. I should take Pig Step out of this rotation. Even though I really wanted to listen to it, I decided to start streaming instead. You see, I've got this record player now. And now I kind of just want to work around bass for some reason. Like, this is actually such a goated... You can just listen to the Minecraft music while building in your base if you have one of these. Like, the range is pretty far. I'm on quiet, too. It didn't change it, like, at all. Sounds like I'm at like 30%. Oh, but it fades out quick. Yeah, that's what, like a 50 block range? Might be more like 25 or 30, but it's definitely good enough to do something around here. What I need is a junk chest tower. It's inside, and then what happens is you break it, and then you pick up stacks of items at a time, and it'll like auto stack itself. Okay, I have a couple ancient debris, don't I? I actually got enough for another heavy core if I want one. Or a netherite. Like, enough to justify making a netherite, pants. Pants definitely come first. Right, because I was dying a million times trying to get Pig Step. Well, hypothetically speaking, I can turn this down to an acceptable level for my own ears. Got 4 ancient debris. You know, I don't need what I should have is a shulker on me at all times now. Now, what do I want to remove? I could get rid of this one. Like, it's kind of nice to have on me, but I could get rid of a fireworks shulker. I only really need one. I'm almost out of V3, so it's a good time. Hold on. Get rid of this. Oh yeah, so I wasn't supposed to be on for a few days yet. But, you know, the funniest thing happened. I injured myself and I had to go home early. So, big rip. My left arm's range of motion is pretty rough right now. But other than that, like, I mean, I can still do things on here. Dude, I want to talk about it. It's gonna happen more than once. Oh yeah. 2 lava buckets. 2 ancient debris. Let's go. Why would I do this, you might ask? I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Then I need some gold. I feel so poor. Where... Oh, you know what? I might not even... I have enough. And I need a smithing table. And you know what? Since this is like my main one, my main workstation, I absolutely do not mind building a smithing table into this. Pants. A little nasally right now, too. I would also like to have a totems shulker. Honestly, I don't even know what to call this. It's called Books and Bottles. That does not encompass all of what this shulker is going to be used for, I'll tell you that. Because I also need some... Like, really, it should just be, like, unstackables and XP bottles. Because they kind of take up a same... Like, it's not worth having XP bottles unless you're using them a stack at a time, basically. Where's my totems? Dude, I hate having all of my gear in chests, in shulkers, and then having some shulkers laying around. Like, to me, this is just so dirty. But I also don't know what to do about it, so... I want to have a row on me. That's not a row. Because when... Oh, you can just hear me groan every now and then as I shift and realize that I can't do that without getting surges of pain. I don't even remember what I was saying, but I think a row should be fine. Do I want... I mean, I could literally have this just because I don't have any regular shulker, but I kind of like the idea that the shulker is just a shulker. And it looks like a shulker. It might drive me nuts, though. This also should be named Shulker. Oh, dude, I lost all my levels, too. That's so tragic. And I can replace Fireworks V3 with them. I'll just grab the Fireworks out of here. Move them over to 2. And then I'll just use up my Fireworks before, maybe like an old Shulker's chest. An old Shulker's shulker. Maybe I can use this workstation, actually. Just dedicate a barrel to it. I'll dedicate this barrel to old recycled shulkers that I might eventually one day use. I should have a V1 somewhere too, but maybe I lost it, or I don't know. I haven't seen it in forever, so it might just be gone. I've got a lot of stuff in here that I shouldn't throw out. But that standing right there is tempting me to throw out. Where's my Blackstone? There we go. I guess this can go in here. Might as well. What are 3 diamonds doing in here? What did Nathan buy? If that's what he paid to nab a smithing template off of me, I will have to kill him. chest is like it's going crazy. And the shulker should probably actually have chests in it now that I think of it. I believe I had a shulker like that. But I think it was in a junk shulker, and I think I used it all up. So what am I doing in here? Server has not been on much, it appears, since I was on last. I wonder if Nathan finished his Aang. There we go. Then the shulker. Into here. I don't think I'm using this many all at once. You know what, I'll just, yeah. It's only for a while. I'm not gonna have many tier 3s on me. I'll probably keep tier 3s. Well, I'll probably fill, actually. Why don't I just craft them all right now, then? Let's get a little bit of stuff to put away. I think I want to change an option. Yeah, I like having the swappability of my chest plate. Okay. It makes me feel more secure, because I can just activate my strength mode, basically. That being said, I kind of... Maybe I should go netherite mining. I got a lot of stuff that I should do, I feel like. I guess, yeah, let's sort out this. Why am I... Dude, I'm so used to just exploding around here. And I'm not even using the system as it's intended to be used. What was that? It's like 4. It doesn't really matter. I'm not placing that many shulkers down. 3, 4, 2, 1. deft, but that's okay. You know, I could put an ender chest right here, which is... Like, instead of down here on the sides of the workstation, this is where an ender chest is. Like, so, like, this is... Like, this completes the layout of any ender chest. Or, like, any configuration. Well, I mean, you know what I'm talking about. I could do away with the wool shulker. Yeah, hear me out. No, I can't do away with the wool shulker. This is my wiring shulker. What am I thinking? I was just thinking of crafting. Like, what do I craft with wool? And it's like beds. I don't need this much wool. But I kind of do. But I also don't need a beds shulker, I guess. I feel like I want red and lime. Oh, I guess... Here, something like that. As, like, triples. What else am I missing? I don't know. Maybe it's balanced fine. I want more light gray. Maybe I can take... But I do use quite a bit of white. I don't really use light blue, but then once I do use light blue, I'll be using a lot of light blue. So it's the kind of thing that, you know, you're going to have a lot of it or you shouldn't have much of it at all. I feel like I could replace a stack of purple with a stack of light gray. Now that shifts around a whole bunch of things. If I shift around a thing or two. That should be good to add a whole nother stack of light gray. Wait, but isn't this used for minecarts? I don't know why I used so much of it. Whatever. I'm going to stop worrying about the organization. I don't think I do need that purple stack, though. So... I almost need some kind of, like, method of dealing with this. Because it's not what I want to have happen to the farm. I can have... On this side, where the minecart comes through, I could have hoppers that go into a well of sacrifice. Doesn't seem ideal to me, but... This is where playing on the next level, like the next iteration of my data pack, might be really fun. Because I would have like a wool pack. So like for instance, there would be a pack, assuming that I built it optimally, right? Or maybe just made it according to this sheep farm for whatever reason. I would have like red, green, gray, light gray, and then like blue, blue, yellow, and orange. Those would all be like in one crafting recipe. Kind of make it like factorial a little bit. I think it could be cool. It's just that I don't like that, like, because I'm going to use some wolves more than I'll use other wolves. Like, immediately, it's not a big issue. Like, I don't have to fix it now. Thanks, Enderman. There's not a way to, like, sort shulkers, right? Can an allay short... Can they sort? Here. I don't even know how to do an allay sorter. Doesn't it need, like, a note block? And then, like, a spot with a trap delay? I don't even know how. Probably with, like, vents, right? They're really small. Copper. And then blocks. Block here. Yeah, you only like to spawn in the center of a block, eh? And you don't like staying in place as soon as you're spawned either. So how do I get an allay even in here without using a command?
I am very excited.
Okay, let's just try this regularly. I guess that's not what I do. I go summon you, give you one of these, and throw one on the ground. Will you always bring it to me? How do you get it to... You can, like, tune it to one of these, right? Wait, observers probably work good for this. Okay. Okay, and then if I do this... And then I throw this... you get it? What if I throw it from, like, over here? Yeah, no, that's not what you're supposed to do. No. Oh, that would be why. Which actually poses an issue, which hopefully will be solved by this. Dude, are you serious? Mojang, why? It's ridiculous. Okay. Looks like it'll be consistent enough. Then the question is, what do you do with a purple shulker box, buddy? Nothing. Okay. So yes, you can lace order. You can lace order these items. Which would mean that I could make an auto refiller mechanism. That could be interesting. I'd need to see how an lace order works, though. What if I made a random delay setting where every now and then it would play a song? How would I go about doing that? So as it stands, this removes, and it automatically removes the disc and sends a pulse out to here. Actually, what does control? It's this one here, right? Orange circuit. Orange circuit gets its I have no clue how this thing is wired. I know I did it myself. I already forgot. Huh. Give me a second. Ow, fuck. Okay. What was I trying to figure out? How this interacts. So I send a pulse to the orange circuit. Oh, you know what? It's a set of AND gates. And it's if any of them, or no, I mean it just is like an OR gate, not an AND gate. I'm losing it, dude. But yeah, it's just an OR gate, so I could actually add on to this with just another redstone dust and a torch underneath it. Literally right here. I think. Anywho, all I would need to do is take from that or modify this torch somehow. But I guess what I want to do is ensure that this remains powered under a condition from a lever. So I need to get output down here somehow, which doesn't look like it's going to be easy. I could throw a lever here to get down. I could do a lever around here. So we've got that spot. Nope. Wait, where even would... I'm thinking of like using this block here. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Not even a little bit. I just want to get an idea of this in my head. Of how I could wire. I think right here would be my best bet. Should be not too bad. And then it would come down here. And then if it was on, it would take the signal from this. So I'd have to get this signal out somehow. So I could take... I could take a repeater through here into a redstone dust on this side. Is genuinely what I could do. Hold on, let's just do this. I wanna. Almost out of repeaters. Tell me I have more in here. I do. Okay, get ready for pain, Miles. Ugh. These. I think I'll want orange wool. we'll do pink wool. Assuming I haven't already done pink wool. I have. So I want orange and a different color. What about purple wool? What about magenta? That's too close. I don't want to use one of those anymore. Brown. Looks like I'm fine. So then, get some redstone. So basically, oh, I'll need observers too, and probably a copper bulb. Yeah, I should have a bunch more copper bulbs laying around somewhere now. Are they in one of my junk shelters? Doesn't look like it. Oh yeah, they're right here. So I think in here now, I can just keep copper bulbs, maybe. No, I think I should still keep them in here. Just because I do have the space for them in that bundle. And I can actually have like 20 of each now that I think of it, which would be good. I don't use too many at once. Okay. Do I need anything else? Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna need a bunch of stuff. Gonna need these. Got the redstone blocks. This. Need a bunch of observers, redstone torches. I might need droppers. And this might, well, it's definitely going to expand the amount of this I need to dig out. Okay. I should, oh, I have some ender pearls. It's nice to have on me. So, I think first things first. Is I want to wire up a lever. Got a couple just in case. So I was thinking, where? Right here? Yeah, that can do. I want to place it with black concrete though. I'll just steal from right here for now. So then this one, this should be fine. Like, okay, there is a repeater that's coming into this block. But that shouldn't affect this, which I need a note block. I knew I'd forget something. Ooh, I have some muscle memory to relearn there. I gotta get these golden apples out of my inventory before I eat them. I'm also... Oh, dude. No, this chest pain's getting crazy. Oh. I think my hands is extended too far. Should be better, I hope. Oh, it's because some positions are in more pain than others. What was I getting? Just derail me completely. So this can just be a redstone dust. I think I'm gonna make this one brown. This needs to be an oak block. So then this can just be a... Well, it's got to be an observer line, I think. At least until it gets, like, down to here. No, even still. There's just too much stuff that can power it. It doesn't exactly require, like, a lot of speed. And then... So, I need this to communicate with the orange circuit here. Oi. So basically, if the delay circuit is on, I want it to pull a signal out from here. So this is going to be a 1-tick pulse. Well, no, it's going to be a 2-tick pulse. And then this one, it shouldn't matter. Right? No, it does, because this is like the... Well, then what if instead of doing this, I used like a slab? And then down here, I did this. And that'll carry through, right? Do I need to add a target block up here? I think I might, but I should just be able to actually add a solid block. Just scratching my leg. Okay. So there comes the signal out, and then my other... Yeah, there we go. That's where it's going to meet the brown circuit. And that should work. Let's just do a little test here. like this works, right? Wait, no, that's not what I'm doing. I'm pathing it through. Like that. With this on top. And this should power down. Yeah. And up. But not up to here. Or is it not down with the slab? Okay, so it won't path down the slab. Is this... Well, it won't path up the slab either, because I'm assuming that if I add the standard blocker block, neither of these power each other now, right? Good. Why are my legs so itchy? So then, all I need to do, copper bulb, into, no. Comparator into, what does this need to be? This receives a pulse, and if this is selected, I need to allow the pulse through. So, comparator. Wait, that's not right. This needs to become brown wool now. So if this is selected... Wait, does that even work? Can comparators lock repeaters, or can only repeaters lock repeaters? Let's go! Okay, so if this is selected, it'll lock this repeater, which will stop it from passing this signal through. And this would start a hopper clock, where it'll lock. Now, I don't know if this will be fast enough, is part of the problem. No, it should, because this... Isn't this connected to... a decay timer at some point? This is connected to a decay timer. That's not the timer I need to beat. The timer I need to beat is the cycle timer. So if it's selected, it also needs to have its own torch that's powering it on. I'm gonna remove some space here. Well, hello. Am I gonna remove anything bad in here? Doesn't look like it. You guys might think you're freed, but you've actually just entered a new redstone contraption. Okay. Dude, why am I so framey right now? Is it because I haven't restarted my computer and it's getting mad at me because I need to update Windows, but I really don't want to because Windows is dumb? Alright, still framey. Oh, why did Visual Studio reopen when I closed it? You just decided to reopen yourself for no apparent reason. So ideally, I'll have like a hopper clock here that this will either allow or disallow. But the problem is the hopper clock. Like, okay, so what I want is I want a hopper clock that'll get triggered, but only allow itself to be triggered when this lever is activated. And anytime the song ends, it should trigger the hopper clock while that's happening. So already I have it, so what I need to do is I need to just give that a tap. There we go. This is like the natural state. This is with it off. And then when I flick the lever, it should allow this pulse to come through. So now anytime a song ends, it'll allow this pulse to come through, and probably I can just do some kind of like hopper clock here, right? I think first it needs to go into a toggle. I think I'm just gonna use a dropper hopper toggle. Be dropper toggle, really. I don't know, man. Can I do it easily with a torch, is the question. And I might need to do that. So, like, probably would be easier to take it from below the second signal. That doesn't power anything bad. Torch. So now, when this receives a pulse, which, for ease of use, that should do just fine. So that sends the signal this way. And then now, if I send a signal in here, there we go. I'm not in creative. Brother, how did you even... Get off my redstone contraption, dude. You're not welcome here. Yeah, so right there, boom, perfect, because this is simulated as being on. So then now, whilst this is running, well, like, this needs to be like the redstone piece in the hopper clock, right? Which looks something like... Wait, doesn't that mean that the piston could get bud powered? So I think that puts the piston here. It's like the hoppers go... Oh, dude. How many hopper clocks do I build, and how many times do I get confused building them? Doesn't it put like boom, boom? Hopper, hopper. Yeah. So this is incorrect. That would make the hopper clock have to go one that way, which I don't trust. But I also don't want to move it out that much further. Okay, let's just try. I mean, I could use 2 target blocks as well. I don't really want to go get target blocks. I could make... I think I need target blocks, and also a bucket of lava for a reason I don't want to talk about. Targets. Lava. Well, hello. How's it going, guys? It seems pretty cold in here, huh? Seems pretty cold in here, huh? Huh? Not for you. You think it's pretty toasty. Hey, buddy. Oh. Yikes. That's really unfortunate that that might happen to you. He lived! Bro lived. Not for long. He did live. So if I use a target block on this spot, and on this spot, I'm confused. What triggered it the first time? Oh, I think I have no clue, to be honest. All I know is that it's triggered now. And then I need a comparator here. Hopper, hopper. Comparator. Redstone. Comparator. And let's just add a bunch of stone in here, I guess. And then because this is on until off, which this isn't off, right? I don't think this will work. So once this is off, yeah, this won't work. How do I get it to work? think by not using this one, by using something else. We're gonna get shears while I was up there. Rip. So instead, I want to base it off of where my comparators are going to be. So here's where comparator 1 is going to be, and here's where number 2 will be. And then that puts the redstone dust right here, which means I can now block that. Let's just turn this on cool. I mean, I guess I shouldn't, but I'm gonna. Now it's bud powered. I wonder if I can use that to my advantage. What happens when this gets unbudded? Nothing. Even if this is... Wait, is this the natural state? Like, this is what happens when it receives a pulse? Yeah, because it turns this off. Why then? Okay, so once this receives a pulse... Oops. Once... Yeah, that receives a pulse. That would mean then that this is off and free to do its own bidding. But if it's on... Isn't this, wrong one. Wouldn't this be bud powering? But it only up... Okay. So what happens if I have items flowing through this, and the signals are constantly updating? Then I turn this off for now. What? Oh, is it because it's running? Yeah, it is because it's running. I totally didn't even realize that I screwed this up already. Dude, I don't think I can do redstone right now. Screw this. I'll do it later. Just do not care. I just need to add a hopper clock into a randomizer that prevents it from playing the next song until that happens. I've got it partially wired up. I'll be able to complete it later. I'll probably do it off camera. Did I leave all my stuff, like, in this chest? I can't remember where I put my stuff. Not all away, though. Seeing my axe. Shovel. Where did I put them? Oh. I don't even know where I want to put these bricks. I have too much stuff. And not enough sorting. Sure. Probably put those in my potions thing. Yeah. I still don't have a rails chest up here. $58 gilded blackstone. This stuff should be, I'm pretty sure it's worth a ton. Yeah, 75% BP. That's pretty good. Means I've got a whole ton of expansions on me. Ow! I think it's like 10 expansions. No, it should be a ton of expansions. Should I test it? This could integer overflow. The problem is Gilded Blackstone looks so freaking good and it's not renewable. Insta-mineable too? It's crazy. Oh. I should get more experience bottles. Where would I put those? Oh, I have 50 phantom membranes apparently. All right. All organized. I think I found where my last kit went. Bro. Oh, if I didn't open my inventory by accident there. What'd you get? I wish I could eat your phantom membrane. But that would be too merciful to you. Okay. This can go to probably like netherite. But like I don't have netherite, so I suppose for now it can go to nether stars. That's not right. Why is this in the gear chest? It's the wrong chest. Alright, let's start with prettying up what I've already made, but haven't done anything about yet. So right now, let's just do this. There's a path here. This should be easy. I just want to make this into like kind of like a cobbled path a bit. So I think maybe some dripstone and some cobblestone and andesite maybe. Or maybe some granite. Andesite, granite. So I kind of wanted the dripstone to be like the main path here. How do you farm dripstone? I might need to do this for a moment. It's like... Here, let's get a builder's kit. try that. Is this going to make a deadly trap out of my own area? Yes. Do I care? No. Yeah, stone should be fine. And then I'll need 2 or 3 stacks. And then I believe all I'll need now is some ice. I don't know why I picked up all my stuff. I don't think I should have. So then I think just do something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3. And then don't I have like, yeah. Fast placement, baby. There we go. No, 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 no. I need to try. Ugh. Oh, no. Cookage. Cookage potential. Okay. That could have been real rough if that dripped down into some kind of redstone. Now, I don't think this will work without applying dripstone to it. So let's just go underneath here. Oh. Go underneath here for a second. And apply dripstone along this side. We'll see what happens. You know, I don't think this was the best spot to put all this, but, you know, this is just to get some dripstone right here and now. And then I guess while I wait for that to do its proof of concept, I'm going to go AFK for a second while I go do some stuff IRL. So, I'll be right back. Okay. It does not look as though anything's changed. I thought that's all you needed. How does dripstone grow? Dripstone. Get shredded, buddy. Tick. Wait, is that the max size? Don't tell me that's the max size. I mean, I got my settings capped out, my guy. Oh, here we go. Dude, it just takes so long. And then question, if I'm down here and I think this works. Piston. This should work. Okay. Note block. And give myself a totem. Because I want to test this to see if I will get murdered by these dripstones if they ever break due to any reason, such as someone being on the server and trying to kill me. Why? Shouldn't this still be dripping? Or does it have max grow length? A maximum length of 7 blocks, apparently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On average, it takes 5 in-game days to grow. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. That's 8. Okay, regardless, let's test it out. So if I'm holding this, game role, keep inventory true. Spawn point, the Wicked Tyrant. And then game mode survival. Okay, it looks like it'll just pop a totem. Which means that I don't actually need this big thing, but like I'll leave it for now. But when it's done, I'll just go rip it out completely, and then I'll move it into here or something. But anywho, I'm gonna put a path there. Gonna put stone, granite, andesite, ripstone in there, so I know what kind of deal I'll be working with. And then now for this, I would really like to do something about this. I'm okay with leaving the side kind of in this state. It's kind of like a farm cube, right? So ideally I could find something to do with this side of it too. And then this side can still just be what it is. Like, I don't think this thing's gonna look too good no matter what I do. But I think so long as I try, it'll look a lot better. So let's start with maybe some spruce, like just a classic spruce building here. Be something like this. Yeah, that should be fine. So I think I could just have like this coming down into it here. Assuming that doesn't screw up. Oh, shoot. Okay. What does this circuit do? I might have screwed up the loop, actually. Doesn't look like it. This is the one that's reading this chest. Oh, that just basically tried to play the next song. Okay. And then this shouldn't interact at all. Nimi's having a little yap over there. Okay. And then I think here, let's replace that with stone brick. Let's grab my I feel like I should do something right here. Like I can do some kind of, I can either do a jack-o'-lantern display, I'm thinking maybe doing like D and J. I ever did check the coverage. Looks fine though, if it got all of them. So I'm thinking I might do like a jack-o'-lantern thing here. I could do like a DJ. I could use the 4 height. I think the extra height there will be really useful. So let's just grab some jack-o'-lanterns. Or I could use some frog lights. Red frog lights might look really good. These aren't red, they're purple. I'm not colorblind, I swear. Those look pretty good though. But I'm thinking the backs of lanterns probably look the best. Or the sides, it doesn't really matter. I don't know, that doesn't really tile too well. Whatever, I think it tiles well enough. Does it look like a D? Kinda. So D space. Okay, that does not look like a J. What if I, right there. Now it looks like it should be pushed one over. DJ Tyrant. I think just because of how this place is laid out, all I need to do is this side now. which I might add something here. So I think for now, let's just do like... Looks good to me. Could probably be one higher. And also one over to the side. I guess they should all be rotated this way. Okay, now for the horses. I think I'm gonna move the pens over here. I could just like super lower this whole area here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Let me set out my junk. Okay, you know, I should really not be lazy though. Get these out of here. I shouldn't have thrown that in there. And then this stuff can here. I'll probably just want this on me. Can throw it out. Well, you know what? Here, this is exactly what this is supposed to be for. Portable workstation can go in here. So now I can just come collect this when I'm ready for it. until then, I can just grab a junk shulker. Maybe even two. I think I'm gonna use ruin to. Here, let's grab all 3 junk shulkers and some of this stuff. So I want at least this ripped out and leveled. So at least this much needs to come out. Is that not playing anything? Oh, it is. It's just... It was out of range, I think. I should be using this one. Yeah, I need to try to get out this slow. Okay. Chunk 1 can get the cobblestone. Chunk 2 can get the dirts. Chunk 3 can get everything else. Let's just move these over here, I think. And then I do have to rip this down at least one layer. Alrighty. So I think this should definitely, I'm gonna have to move this road. Probably have it come in like this. So like maybe... What would be the best way to do this? I can either take the bridge down further. I can have it drop off quickly here, and I could even do it in like a U shape too, which could be cool. Except that doesn't look too good. I think that at the very least, I'll kind of go down at like this sort of angle here. And then maybe I could just have like a full drop off here. So like if I make this come in a little closer here, so like yay. And then have this kind of come at an angle a bit more here. Then I make this like a cliff face here. I gotta remember the road is gonna come by, and it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wide. And it's gonna turn probably right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which is pretty good. I think I'll just have like a secondary. I think it'll come together. I think if I have the road coming through like this, and like this is the size pre-drop down. I turn all of this into like rock face. Not very much audio warning, eh? Didn't feel like it, huh? What if I had like a river? It wouldn't really make sense. I'd have to do a lot of terraforming. Maybe I could do like a man-made. What if I had like a river coming down here and then I like channeled it down here with like man-made looking stuff? I don't know. Either way, this doesn't make any sense to be a river, so I'm just gonna... Well, no. I think all of this is gonna... turn in here, and then... I'm just gonna turn it to grass for now. To get out maybe like this far. Yeah, it looks good. I think I'm going to build out this side a little bit here. I don't want it to just be a flat wall. So I've got to add and remove somewhere. But first, let's get the grass down. Just make it nicer to look at. Give me some inspiration. That's not right. Alrighty. So then I think this should just come out a little bit like this. So I'm thinking I'll have some cobblestone near the bottom. It's like maybe like a little bit of cobblestone flooring here. And then some andesite, a little bit of cobblestone and stone. And then inside, just use stone, I guess. I think I'll just do stone all the way up. Let's rip this one off. This one off. Go diagonally for one. Okay. That doesn't feel right. What if I did this like rock layers? So I just had like a layer of andesite here that just went through the whole wall. Let's get into the beacon range here. And then I said, let's rip this out. And really, let's rip it out. And then come inside a little bit. Okay, let's rip out the diorite because that's ugly. Okay, and then I'm okay with the stuff at like the very bottom being kind of like a jumble because it's like the stones would fall over time and kind of create a mix. But on this layer here, let's just do like an andesite layer. And then occasionally let's just make it go up a little bit. Okay, I mean, it's not too bad. I feel like I want water, but it just doesn't make sense to have water here. So I just opened a Dr. Pepper and it just sprayed all over me. I don't know if I like that. I don't mind it actually, I think. Just so long as it's kind of sparse. Okay, so let's go put this into the junk shulkers. You know, that feels like almost just like using an MP3 player. That's crazy. It's just like cycle to the next song, cycle to the next song. I knew I should have taken these straight into... There we go. Should I add... I don't think I need to add any ores into the wall. I might, but... Excuse me. Where did I get all this mud from? Oh, from the mangrove forest or whatever, the mangrove swamp. Sure. I don't really know what I want to do. I guess I gotta move that. Which means cherry fences. So, I guess I'm gonna have the main one. 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I actually kind of want to pull this out a bit and want to do something like this. Yeah. Then I'll do something like that, but then I'll have a gate here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No. 9 will be fine. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then from here, I must acquire some fence gates of the spruce variety, preferably. You need a lot more than that. Just be able to rip this down for some more fences. It's all coming down anyways. Yeah, that didn't go right. Okay. And then I'm actually just gonna do this. I know it's a lot of fence gates, but all right, Steve, come here. Okay. And then what I'm gonna need is signs. Oh, bro. I don't even have all the fence gates I need. I do need to craft a few more. Okay. So next up will be grabbing, yeah, cherry signs. So I've got Steve, 7 speed, 2.5 jump, 13 HP. I kind of want to organize these guys a bit. Dude, wait. Mojang, like, do you not play your own game? Ever? The answer is no, they don't play their own game. You can tell when creators don't play their own games because quality of life is absent from the game. Quality of life tends to be like really efficient, like, or like really easy stuff that you could do to make your game more well, user friendly. And Mojang just doesn't care about that. Let's put you starting here. I think this one has to be a regular fence in order to have the sign on it. Or wait. I mean, but that just kind of looks weird. It's not... Steve. Seven, 2.5, 13. 7, 2.5, 13. HP, J, S. This one is 8, 3, 13. 8 HP. Wait, 8S. 3J. 13 HP. tree down. I forgot to put his name on here, dude. Let me guess. Can't shift it down. Yeah, it makes sense. Why would you be able to treat this like a literally any other text box in history? Steve. Steve. Six 212. Hey guys, let's add a phantom. What it's gonna do is fly down and nibble the player. Can it kill an unarmed player? Probably not. Not if they have any kind of brains. Brains. 7-3-13. Steve. 7-3-13. So what's the deal here? I feel like I should just kill all of these guys. Is there anything special about you? Are you the jump horse? I think you are. Oh yeah. 4 blocks? That's not 4 blocks. Wait. Not quite 4 blocks, eh? I thought I had a horse that did 4. Is it you? Oh, you might be it. Yes, you are. If I could stop hitting the... There we go. Yeah, yeah. Speed. Steve. Speedy. Steve. Wait, hold on. Speedy Steve. Speed. No, wait. Springy Steve. Strong, Steve. Wait. Strong. Oh, wait. Speedy Steve. Strong. Nope. Springy Steve. Strong Steve. Now, are you guys tamed? None of you are tamed. Well, goodbye. Should have thought about that first, guys. I'm sorry. Nope. You should have thought about it. Bro, okay, if you can't jump the fence, you die. I hope you know this. And we'll just put these guys here for now. I don't necessarily want to kill. You should have a saddle on you. You know what? Let's have them mirror their counterparts. Also, Mojang's adding a saddle crafting recipe. Like wow. It just goes to show exactly what they're aware of. They're like, yeah, you know, we made this other saddle craftable, so we'll make this one. Do you know why the saddle was uncraftable in the first place, Mojang? Do you even remember your own decisions? Did you not make it uncraftable to make it so that having a fast form of travel was hard to obtain and unique? To have like that sense of accomplishment? And didn't you realize that that has been like not the case ever since Elytra? And even when you originally implemented, even when like rideables were originally implemented, they still sucked and a lot of people didn't opt for them. Like, they're so bad. They're so bad. And then you're like, okay, well, we want to encourage it, so we're going to have them, the donkey, allow a chest attached to him. And what's the size of the chest? It's literally like, it's terrible, dude. Like, look at this. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 15 slots that repeatedly walk away on you. Can't swim. Can't go into cramped spaces. It's just terrible. Like, how do you can't know? It's just ugh. Yeah, your whole like mounting system is totally goofed up, man, in Minecraft. Like, you gotta have something better if you ever want people to actually use it. They also have some idea of like what spirit of Minecraft is too, and they're like, oh, well, we don't want to like ruin the spirit of Minecraft. And I'm just like, bro, you're literally adding flying, like, you're adding flying mounts. And you're telling me that it's the spirit of Minecraft that you can't push a dispenser with a piston? Or that, God forbid, you give us an actually good inventory solution? Yeah, that's right. I'm calling you out, Mojang. Not that anybody will ever hear it. It's just ridiculous to me. what's up next? I think, well, let's get some dirt here. I think I can throw these in here. I'll actually, come throw these in. Well, I mean, I've got some in here, right? Yeah. So I think I can just throw in a bit here. And here. Call it good. Okay, so I'll want blackstone. That's what this is, right? Yep. Blackstone. Granite. Cherry. You should definitely be a part of this setup now. I'm gonna say it right here. What kind of blackstone is that? This is polished. This is chiseled. That's back to polished. So let's get chiseled. And then I need to rip this out by this much. I also need to go grab... Oh, and I'm gonna have to do some weird stuff here too. But this is gonna come out here, and then I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 will be the center, and 1, 2, 3. I also need granite. That's what I meant, is diorite. Hello? Can someone please explain to me why this is not working? I feel like I should have been around here for long enough by now. Hmm. I think doing it like this, just having one there, that's probably the best. Okay, and then let's just build it out to here for now. So I've got it to turn. It's not the first turn, I gotta do it a few more times. So then I think... Where do I want the road to come down here? I think is the better question for right now. Yeah? So then when the road comes down here, for one, I want it sunk in a little bit. Unlike over there, I've realized I don't like it up one on the road. So I am actually going to make it so that at least the road portion of the road, so 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is this a little too close to this house? No, I think this is actually perfect here. Except I want to move it up a little bit. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So then the road, it does take up like a full layer, right? Yeah, and then I dig extra down on one of them. And then technically, well, yeah, no, yeah, that's right. So like this. I suppose I should probably get barrel. Wait. No. No. There we go. And then I'll want a junk shulker. And in this, I'll just throw in basically everything. What the heck? What if... Now, see, the problem is, I think... Yeah. I could relocate this over and then have him be under my bridge. This is where that's gonna come in. And then how is this gonna work? So it's looking like I'm gonna have 2 bulldozed houses. Well, I suppose... One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So this house will just barely escape the bulldozing, I think. So I kind of need this to drop down fairly smoothly. So I'm thinking if I pull it up to about like here, that should be fine. Wait, is this where the, it is. Okay. And then this is going to be 9 across, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which means that this will hit this lake too, which... I could just fill in. I kind of liked having it here, though. But it is kind of like right where I'd like to put my road. Well, I believe that's going to be it for today. I'm going to go eat. I might put this road in. You can kind of see I might shift it over one here. Yeah. And then that way I can... I'll probably make this into like the main entrance then, right? Yeah, we'll see. Anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful night. I'll see you in the next one. God bless. Bye-bye.